I think people are too afraid to practice, right? Like even myself, I would rather
Interesting.
get
Yeah.
punched in the face like in an MMA sparring match, like just in preparation than have someone just like blindly slap me, because people don't know their own strengths. Sometimes people get this like jolt of impulsivity where they're like, "Oh, I want to do it," and I can point to however many times I've let a lady slap me on the street to kind of like promote or whatever. I'm not sure how
Sure. Just to
powerful it is,
promote.
but
Yeah. 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 Nothing
yeah,
serious.
I had like a boxer lady. She's full out like professional. I told her I was like, "Yeah, you're not allowed to pivot or whatever else." She wanted to knock me out. I had no idea. And, she's there with some of the UFC camera crew, like in Austin at this time. This is a couple of years ago. And she just like full on basically hooks me with like an open there was no slap occurring, right? It was like just boom. And she was like baffled that I didn't get knocked out. And I was like, but this is like, why would you do this to me? I have a match coming up,
Yeah.
but the same thing happens with other guys. They're like, oh, I could do it, and da 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 da, and it's like you just see it. They'll pivot, they'll like jump into it, and it's kind of like, yeah, well, anybody, yeah, that's why there's a rule set. That's why it's this difficult. It's like the striking zone. I can't just club him in the neck and cut off his carotid artery to, cause a gap to make him stumble and then expect to be a winner, or I can't hit him back here or I can't hit him up here with like a palm. It's like you have to be very precise, like you're talking about, and you can't pivot. You can pivot after the strike. That's the only thing that
After the strike. Right. The follow through has to have occurred.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's like I'm here, I've landed onto your face, and now I can push through, right? Like,
Right. Right.
and a lot of people, I would say that's where a lot of the controversy comes from, but I will say, like this last time during the early prelims, I got to be there. I'm not sure they're going to let me back because I was so mad at this one kid. I can't even remember his name. I feel bad, but he came and talked to me afterwards too. I was like, dude, I'm so mad at you right now. Like he he took this opportunity away from my buddy Shell Shockey, is his I think
Oh, you're talking
that
about
Shockey.
Gianni and William.
Yes, yeah, and so he pivoted the second time, and I saw it, and I was waiting for him to do the replay, and I almost thought they were just gonna not do it because they knew for sure. I was like, "There's no way that this kid didn't full on pivot, like, prior to the strike," and he knew it, and I called him out on it afterwards. It was like, "Dude, you did that on purpose because your first slap didn't do jack squat to this kid. Your second one, you accidentally pivoted." I was like, "I saw the accident on the second one." It was like I got rattled, and that happens to
Sure.
people that get hit. They haven't practiced enough. They haven't been on the stage enough. And so they go out there and they do some wild foul, right? Well, he notices this, and I picked up on it pretty quick because I got to know this guy, so I already know. I don't know. I can read people very well, right? So I called him out, and I mean he didn't full on admit it, but I am quite certain that this kid picked up on the fact that if I don't pivot and knock this kid out, he's going to knock me out on this next one. So he goes for it, hoping that they're not going to notice it. He's gonna get knocked out, and then, maybe he gets to get one of the fight of the night bonuses, and I mean, even they threw up the monster knockout and everything, and I just stood up and I was like, "You need to review that video," because I was just so
Dude, I wish I
so
was there
like
for those early prelims this time.
yeah, man.
Um,
Yeah, so I was loud and I was like, "Well, I'm never getting invited back," but